Why does Mei Mei always hide her eyes behind her braids? Hello, subscribe to my channel for more anime videos and write your opinion in the comments after watch it. Let's begin. At first glance, Mei Mei's appearance in Jujutsu Kaisen feels deliberate, almost theatrical. Her long blonde braids fall straight down, covering her eyes almost completely, giving her a calm, unreadable presence. Many fans assume this is just a stylistic choice, a way to make her stand out visually, but when you look closer, especially at her past and her cursed technique, it becomes clear. Mei Mei's hairstyle is not just fashion, it's functional. Interestingly, during her student days at Jujutsu High, Mei Mei didn't look like this at all. Official flashbacks show her with a much simpler hairstyle, often a ponytail. Practical, clean, and elegant. Many fans even argued that this look suited her better. So why the change? The answer lies in the nature of her cursed technique and how she uses it. Mei Mei's cursed technique is called Kokucho Sojutsu, or black bird manipulation. At its core, this ability allows her to control crows by infusing them with cursed energy. On the surface, this may sound simple. Controlling animals is not uncommon in the world of Jujutsu. But what makes Mei Mei truly dangerous is how deeply she integrates herself with her technique. She doesn't just command crows to attack or move, she can share their vision. This means that Mei Mei can see through the eyes of multiple crows at the same time, effectively turning them into flying surveillance cameras spread across an entire area. Few sorcerers rely so heavily on external perception rather than direct combat. This ability makes her one of the most effective reconnaissance specialists in the series. Seeing too much is a weakness. However, there's a cost. Sharing vision with multiple creatures at once creates an overwhelming amount of sensory information. Every movement, every change in angle, every flicker of cursed energy, all of it floods directly into Mei Mei's mind. In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, information overload is deadly. A moment of distraction or hesitation can get a sorcerer killed. This is where her hairstyle becomes important. By keeping her own eyes covered, Mei Mei limits unnecessary visual input from her physical body. Instead of processing what's directly in front of her, she prioritizes the vision coming from her crows. In other words, she filters reality. This is very similar in concept to Satoru Gojo's blindfold. Gojo covers his eyes not because he can't see, but because he sees too much. His 6 eyes process an absurd amount of information, and covering them helps reduce mental strain. Mei Mei operates on a smaller scale, but the principle is the same. Her braids act as a natural limiter. We see clear evidence of this during the Kyoto Goodwill event arc. While most sorcerers are actively fighting, Mei Mei takes on a different role. She observes, she monitors, she gathers information in real time. Using her crows, she tracks movements across the battlefield, providing critical awareness of enemy positions and strategies. This isn't flashy, but it's incredibly effective. Mei Mei doesn't rely on brute force unless necessary. She prefers control, preparation, and certainty, traits that perfectly align with her personality. Her appearance reinforces this role: calm, composed, unreadable. A personality built on efficiency. Mei Mei is one of the most pragmatic characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. She openly values money, survival, and efficiency over ideals or heroism. This isn't hidden, she's honest about it. Her hairstyle reflects that mindset. If covering her eyes improves her effectiveness, she does it. If changing her look helps her perform better, she will. And when she's not working, we see that she doesn't always hide her eyes. In calmer moments, outside of missions or combat, she styles her hair more casually, letting her braids fall back or tying them differently. This suggests that the iconic covered eyes look is situational, not permanent. It's a tool she equips when needed. Is aesthetics still a factor? Of course, we shouldn't ignore personal taste. Mei Mei is elegant, confident, and fully aware of how she presents herself. It's entirely possible that she enjoys the mysterious aura her braids create. In Jujutsu Kaisen, appearance often reflects inner philosophy, and Mei Mei's look communicates distance, control, and self-reliance. She doesn't want to be read easily. Whether intentional or not, her hidden eyes make it harder for opponents, and even allies, to understand what she's thinking. That psychological edge matters. It's more than just a hairstyle. So when people ask why Mei Mei hides her eyes behind her braids, the answer isn't simple. It's not just fashion, it's not just mystery, and it's not just coincidence. It's the result of her cursed technique, the need to manage overwhelming sensory input, a pragmatic personality focused on efficiency, and possibly a personal appreciation for elegance and control. Mei Mei's design is a perfect example of how Jujutsu Kaisen blends character psychology, combat mechanics, and visual storytelling into one cohesive whole. In a world where seeing too much can kill you, sometimes the smartest move is to close your eyes. Like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and write what kind of videos you want to see on my channel.